It's the day before the most important FOMC of our lives, until the next FOMC, of course. And Bitcoin is doing exactly what it does just before the FOMC meeting. Because, you know, every FOMC meeting, Bitcoin goes down the day before when people start to get nervous. And then it goes up in anticipation of the FOMC. And then Powell speaks and Bitcoin goes down again. And then it starts climbing a couple of days later. So this is no different. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the FOMC meeting. We're also going to talk about this meme coin mania. PEPE is now in the top 100 coins on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And the big question is whether this meme coin mania, which is on all of our timelines, is the beginning or the end of the cycle. Because some people say that it's the beginning of the cycle and other people say that it's the end of the cycle. So I've actually done the analysis for you. Also, everybody's looking for the next PEPE, and so I've got a spreadsheet for you. Very, very, very cool spreadsheet, which was made by 𝗕𝗘𝗵 over here, which shows you here what the next PEPE is going to be. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And then I've got some breaking news for you from Coinbase. Came out about 5 minutes ago. Have the breaking news for you about Coinbase's new derivatives exchange, which is domiciled in the Bahamas. So listen, boys and girls, I'm back. Let's do this.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and they got go Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm back here today, bringing you crypto love and bringing you crypto wisdom. So listen. If you are here and if you are ready for the highest alpha per minute show, and we're going to be talking about all the degenist, you can say that. Most degenist, the degenist things in the world today. Then listen, smash the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I got the stats this morning. Guess what? We're the fastest growing crypto channel again this month. I'll post the stats on Twitter later on today. Just shows you we obviously are doing something right. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, subscribe. If you are a subscriber to our channel, what are you waiting for? Give us some love. Smash the like button. We've got so much to talk about today. The first thing we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the most important FOMC meeting of our lives. Because we always say it's the most important FOMC meeting of our lives. Truth is, it happens every month or so, and they're just as important as one another. We're going to talk about how important this one is. We're then going to talk about meme coin mania, and then we're going to decide whether we should be buying meme coins and what is the next PEPE. Because remember, we bought you PEPE at a $5 million market cap. That's when we found PEPE for you. Now it's at $500 million market cap. It's in the top 100 coins. Is this meme coin mania going to continue? And if yes, should you be playing meme coins or should you be avoiding meme coins like the plague? Let's quickly look at the Coinbase news. Hot off the press. Very, very, very hot off the press. What they've done is they have launched Coinbase International Exchange. Now, what is Coinbase International Exchange? Coinbase International Exchange is actually an international derivatives exchange servicing the non-US market. So remember, this is like really breaking news. I haven't even had time to read the whole thing, but what I can tell you is that remember Coinbase was threatening to leave the United States because of the regulatory environment. Well, this is the first step. They registered a company in the Bahamas, and what they've done now is they've said, we don't want to watch all the other exchanges making so much money on derivatives. Because remember, on spot, exchanges don't actually make money. Most spot trading is actually free since Binance introduced free spot trading. So what Coinbase has basically done now is they said, okay, we are starting to move out of the US. Up until now, we've been extremely loyal to the US. We've been working with the regulators in the United States, but we've had enough of that. We want to actually start making money, and we want to start offering services to the degens, like the crypto Banter community. And so what we're going to do is we're going to register a derivatives exchange, and that's exactly what they've done. They've registered a derivatives exchange in the Bahamas. Initially, they're going to be offering Bitcoin and ETH contracts only. But we know how it starts. You start off with Bitcoin, you go to ETH. After that, you go to like how you go into high performance altcoins, layer ones, then you go into dApps, and then you go into full-on degen mode, where actually all you do is you start trading meme coins and you start trading NFTs and stuff like that. So very soon, I believe that Coinbase will be also trading in NFTs and meme coins and everything else. I am getting lots of comments here about the amazing quality of the streams, and a lot of comments also on my tan. So yes, I was in Dubai for a day yesterday, so I lay in the sun. About the stream, you can thank Jimmy for that. All right, let's go. Let's get into the action today. If you're in class, first of all, just let me know you're in class. Tell me you're present. Crypto AK, if you're here, present. Stevo, if you're here, say present. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗏, you haven't been in class for a few days, I've noticed. If you're here, let me know you're present. The real raid boss is absent. Iris Morris is late, but she's present. All right, so if you're here, let me know that you're here by saying present. I'm going to bring you really the highest alpha per minute show. I'm so excited to be back. Look, I could have done a show yesterday, but the truth is I'd been away from the family and I'd been away from the kids for 10 days. And it was a vacation day yesterday. It was a bank holiday here, so the kids weren't at school. And I just thought, look, I landed, I could have showered and come back and done a show, or I could have just spent some time with the kids. And I looked at the market and I thought, you know what? Bitcoin had gone down. There was quite a bit of news, but I was quite sure that we could cover the news today. So I decided to go and spend the time with the kids. But I'm back here today and I'm bringing you the crypto love and the crypto wisdom. And we're going to talk about everything that's going on, including the FOMC meeting, which is tomorrow. So Bitcoin is doing everything that it does before FOMC meetings. It usually goes down. We had Bitcoin at 30,000, started coming down in anticipation for the FOMC meeting. The big question is what's going to happen after the FOMC meeting. So what can we expect from the FOMC meeting? I think the first thing is we have to look at where we've come from. So if you look at where we have come from, this is the Bitcoin monthly performance chart. What you can see here is that we've had 4 good months in a row. We've had January, February, March, and April, all positive months. That's not really unprecedented. In fact, there's only been 1 year we've had 4 months, beginning months of the year, positive, and that was 2013. We have had only once or twice, we've had 5 positive months in a row. So in 2019, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green months in a row. And I think that's actually the only time we've ever had 5 green months in a row. So at the moment, we're 4.13% down in May. And if we close up, it'll be the first time ever in the history of Bitcoin that we've had 5 green months in a row opening up the year, believe it or not. So let's hope and we can pray for that. In the meantime, let's focus our attention on tomorrow's FOMC meeting. So it's not a big surprise. Every time we say that the FOMC meeting is the most important meeting of our lives, and then it lands up just being another FOMC meeting. So let's pretend that tomorrow is again the most important FOMC meeting of our lives. I actually think that this one's actually the most unimportant FOMC meeting, because why? I think everybody knows that Powell is increasing interest rates by 25 bips. Everyone knows that. If we look at where we've come from, there's a 96.2% chance that Powell is increasing interest rates by 25 basis points. I think more importantly, what we should be looking at tomorrow is we should be looking at a couple of other metrics. The first thing is the dot plot. Remember, the dot plot is when the Fed officials actually join the dots and tell you where they think rates are going to peak. So we want to see what Powell says, or what the minutes say, not the minutes, the press release says about the dot plot. Where do they think interest rates are going to peak? Are they still calling for higher interest rates after this interest rate hike, or are they calling for a pause? If we look at what the market says, what the market is saying to us is we are getting 5.25%. This is the last interest rate increase. This is what the market is telling us, is that this is the last interest rate increase. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3 months of stagnant, nothing happening. And then we're going to start getting rate cuts, and we're going to have 1 or 2 rate cuts before the end of the year. That is currently what the market is telling us. So that's one of the things we look out for tomorrow. We look out for the dot plot. We look out for what the Fed says is the highest interest rate that is going to happen. Okay, the next thing we want to talk about, what we want to look out for tomorrow, is the change in narrative. Because up until now, the narrative has been very much inflation focused. We've spoken about inflation and how inflation's coming down, but now we kind of know inflation's coming down. We've had great inflation readings. The personal consumption expenditure, the last time we looked at, was down. Let's actually see if we can quickly get that. Okay, so I mean, we were all here for the class where we discussed CPI, and we all remember that the last CPI reading was 5%, and it came down from 6%, which was very, very, very high. In terms of PCE, let's see if we can quickly just get a PCE here. Let's see what the PCE. I think PCE. Okay, I'm not gonna start looking for it now, but you remember that the PCE number started to come down. So I think what we're looking for now is we're looking for a new narrative, and I think the new narrative is actually going to be recession. I think you're going to hear the recession word a lot tomorrow, whether it comes from the journalists or whether it comes from Powell himself. The new narrative is: are we going into recession? And can we avoid going into recession and stuff like that? I think that is what the new narrative is that's going to be driving markets. That's another thing that you want to listen for tomorrow. The next thing that I'm listening for tomorrow is I want to see if Powell speaks about the debt ceiling, because it's a big thing now. Well, at least the newbies to crypto and the newbies to economics are really panicked about the debt ceiling. And for those of you who don't know what the debt ceiling is, in the States, there's a thing called the debt ceiling. And what the debt ceiling actually is it is a regulated, it's regulated that the US cannot take on more than a certain amount of debt. And currently, if the US carries on taking on debt like they're taking on today, which as you can see is $31 trillion, by the 1st of June, apparently, by the 1st of June, they're going to have hit the debt ceiling, and they're going to have to either default on their debt and stop spending, or stop spending. And so a lot of people are actually starting to panic about this. A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, the US is going to default. You can relax. The US ain't going to default. The US has never defaulted. It's a negotiation tool between the Democrats and the Republicans, because in order to increase the debt ceiling, you need the Democrats and the Republicans to agree that you're going to be increasing the debt ceiling. And so what the Democrats and the Republicans do every single time is they take it right down to the wire, and they use the vote to increase the debt ceiling to negotiate about a whole lot of other things. So I wouldn't worry about it. The US ain't going to default, okay? One party is going to blame the other party. We've already seen Joe Biden come out and say,
the most important thing we have to do in that regard is to make sure the threat by the Speaker of the House to default on the national debt is off the table.
It's off the table. It always was off the table. The US will never, ever, ever default on their debt. Forget about it. It's just a negotiation tool. All this is about the Democrats and the Republicans negotiating whether or not they should be increasing the debt ceiling and what the other party is going to get in return for increasing the debt ceiling. So when you hear them talking about it tomorrow, ignore it. You're better than that. You know that the US will never default on its debt. The US, because of their reserve currency status, has one of the biggest debt to GDP ratios. So what I found for you guys is I looked at debt to GDP ratios. And if you look at it, the US is quite high up on the list in terms of the amount of debt that they have relative to GDP. So I think you can see that. Let me just see if I've got a better tweet for you guys. I don't have a better tweet for you guys. I don't have a better tweet. But they're very, very high up when it comes to debt to GDP ratio. And the only reason why they are allowed to do that is because they have the dollar as the reserve currency. If the dollar was not the reserve currency, that would never have happened. They would never be allowed to take so much debt. No country would be funding so much of it. So that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. The other thing that I'm looking for tomorrow is whether or not they talk about the banking collapse. So last time, Powell said that it was a very select number of banks that were collapsing. But This time we're actually way smarter than that. We're actually way smarter than that. And what we know is that we had another bank collapse yesterday. Yesterday's bank that collapsed was First Republic Bank. It was officially closed by the regulators, but it's not exactly like the bank was officially closed by the regulators. The bank was just in a roundabout way handed over to JP Morgan. So you need to be smarter than everyone else. You need to open your eyes. And you need to realize that this bank going down could be a coordinated attack against the smaller banks to try and get them to be absorbed by the bigger banks. Now, let me show you what I mean, right? So let's look at the banks that have collapsed. Powell may tomorrow, he may deny the fact that there is a banking collapse happening. Powell may deny the fact that there is a banking collapse happening. But if you look at what Wikipedia says, you see that the 3 biggest banking collapses out of the top 4 have happened in 2023. Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and now First Republic Bank all collapsed in 2023. Now, you want to tell me that that's not a collapse of the banks? You want to tell me that when number 2, number 3, and number 4 banks collapse in 1 year, that is not a banking collapse? I'm going to tell you I don't believe you. I'm going to tell you that there's something bigger going on here. I'm going to tell you that even if Powell denies the fact that there is a banking collapse, there is very much a banking crisis underway. And in this banking crisis, what is happening is that the small banks are being absorbed by the big banks. That's it. The smaller banks are being absorbed by the bigger banks. So let me show you what I mean here. I tweeted this yesterday. I said, this is not a banking collapse. This is a coordinated effort to strengthen the big donor banks before they launch a CBDC. You got to open your eyes. You got to see what other people can't see. So this is the issue, the notice that was issued yesterday. I'll summarize it for you. They got 84 branches. The 84 branches become JP Morgan banks. The transaction is kind of a transaction where JP Morgan and the FDIC, which is funded for by the taxpayers and by the people that pay banking fees in the United States, they are the ones that are actually bailing out half of the bank. And JP Morgan is also paying a small amount of money for the bank. If I remember correctly, I think JP Morgan is paying like $2.6 billion. So no, they're paying less than that. But in getting this, they're getting 84 branches. They're getting partial bailout by the FDIC. And most importantly, this is what is going on. By taking over First Republic Bank, they will generate a one-time gain on their balance sheet of $2.6 billion, and they will make another $500 million per year. So all you've done is you've taken a bank that has been smaller and maybe out of favor and put that into the JP Morgan stable and started to make, and as a result, JP Morgan will now make $2.6 billion and another $500 million every single year. And the FDIC is covering $13 billion in losses and providing $50 million of financing. You got to open your eyes and see what's going on here. And I want to see if Powell actually acknowledges that there is a banking collapse. I think tomorrow what happens is he does not acknowledge it. I think he's going to just say, well, the banking collapse is not happening. It's finished. And I just wish that one of the journalists actually calls up this Wikipedia page and says, well, if there's no banking collapse, can you explain to us why bank number 2, bank number 3, and bank number 4 have basically all collapsed in a short period of time? So that's what I want to see tomorrow. The other thing is, before this happened, if you look at the percentage of deposits controlled by US banks, before this happened, not after the acquisition, before this happened, JP Morgan owned 16.1% of deposits. Bank of America, 14.8% of deposits. Wells Fargo, 10.9% of deposits. Citibank, 5.8%. And you can see there's a big difference between the big banks and the small banks. And so what we're doing here is we are making the big banks bigger and the smaller banks are going to get wiped out. That's what's basically going on here. You can see it. This is a coordinated, you say what you want. This is a coordinated attack against the banks and a way to get the strong banks stronger, potentially before the launch of a CBDC. The same thing happened with HSBC. Remember, they bought Hong Kong, they bought Silicon Valley's London, UK operations. They paid $1 for the UK operations, and they reported their earnings, $13 billion. Pre-tax profit, $13 billion, which was 49% above expectations. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. The rich are getting richer and the smaller banks are going out of business. And tomorrow, rest assured, Powell stays there and says, oh, no, there is no banking collapse. What are you talking about? What actually are you talking about? There's no banking collapse. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. That's what we're going to look out for tomorrow. Anyway, this is not a macroeconomic channel. This is a crypto channel. And so let's talk about crypto. A couple of things. I see. Yes, thank you. Thank you about the shirt. I will do it, yeah. A lot of people haven't smashed the like button. I can see because the views are down. The views are down when people don't smash the like. So smash the like. Let's get everybody in here. Anyway, let's talk about crypto. Specifically, I want to talk to you about two things. So we had the drop in Bitcoin, and when we got the drop in Bitcoin, once again, what we got is we got a drop in dominance. So dominance was very close to 49. The price of Bitcoin dropped, and now we've got dominance back down to 48. So it does feel like there is nothing to panic about quite yet. Why? Because we're only going to panic when people run away from the risky assets and go back into Bitcoin, and that's currently not happening. So let's quickly look at the bubbles. Not the best day today. Render, which had an amazing run, slightly down, but still over the $2. Hex, maybe people are predicting the launch of Pulse Chain. And we're also seeing the meme coins. We're seeing PEPE, which is a new entrant, the top 100 coins. As you can see, here it is. So you've got PEPE now in the top 100 coins, which is absolutely amazing. If you think about PEPE, PEPE is 16 days old. Really, PEPE is 16 days old. And it's already part of the top 100 coins. And I think that this is a discussion that we need to have. And I'll tell you why, because I don't know about you guys, but my entire timeline on Twitter, my entire timeline is just full of meme coin messages. It is my Twitter, my Telegram, my WhatsApp is just meme coin after meme coin after meme coin. Let's actually see if we can open up my Twitter here and look at, I bet you that if I scroll on my timeline here and refresh, I bet you that we'll get meme coins in the first like 2 seconds. So let's just see if we get meme. Here we go. Another meme coin. This time by Kaduna. It's called Bull. You see it's climbing. Let me just close that. Here, ETH is a casino. This is exactly what it is. ETH has become the biggest casino in the world because people are just trading meme coins on it. But everywhere I go, whether it's my Twitter, whether it's my Telegram, and I'm sure yours is the same, everyone is just talking about meme coins. Now, the question is whether this is a healthy part of the cycle. Does it signify the beginning of a bull cycle? Does it signify the end of a bull cycle? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, should we actually be participating in this meme coin hype? Is this something that we should participate in? Because it's not a fundamental thing. These meme coins have zero fundamental value. Anybody can create a meme coin. It takes about 3 minutes to create a meme coin. You literally go to an ERC20 token builder. You mint a token. Tomorrow, can we do a meme coin tomorrow? Tomorrow we'll launch a meme coin on the show just for fun. And we'll show you guys how easy it is to launch a meme coin. Anyone can do it. Your granny can do it. Your mommy can do it. Everybody can do it. Even James can do meme coin minting. In fact, tomorrow James will do meme coin minting for us. Meme coin minting 101. We will teach you tomorrow right here on Banter how to mint a meme coin. And we will actually mint our own meme coin. What should we call it? Don't tell anyone. If you tell them, you know what's going to happen. These people will register that meme coin before you. Then many a rug pull. And we don't want many a rug pull. We don't want that. So tomorrow. Okay, so listen. Tomorrow in class at 9:25 EST, we will mint a meme coin with the community live. And we'll show you how easy it is to mint a meme coin. Because that's what's going on. We're living in a period where crypto, which is a casino, by the way, has become even a bigger casino. Because there's not enough price action for the degens in the actual market, the degens decided they've got to create their own price action. So what do? They create community coins called meme coins. And there's a lot of these community coins called meme coins. Now, 99% of these community coins will die, but 1% of them will actually stick. And the 1% that actually stick can make you life-changing money. So I've said to you guys before, should you be playing meme coins? Well, the truth is that if you're in crypto, you're here for the money. You're here because you like outsized returns and you like taking outsized risk. and you know that if you've come to crypto, then this is really the best chance that you have in your lifetime to make those ridiculous returns and to give yourself life-changing money, financial freedom. And so what you've done is you've come into a market which is actually a casino disguised as investments. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Come on, we can talk one-on-one to each other here. Well, 1 on 50,000, but we can talk we can talk man to man here, man to woman here, man to whoever. We're all here because we enjoy being in a casino. Problem is, when you go to a casino, you get this feeling of guilt that you're not supposed to be there, right? Like when you walk into a casino and there's slot machines and there's poker, the first thing you think is, I shouldn't be here. It's like, it's a feeling of guilt. So what we've got is in crypto, we have this casino, but it's disguised as an investment thesis. So you say, oh, well, it's a casino, but I'm actually investing. So you don't actually feel that bad. You feel much better inside yourself that you're investing and therefore it's not as risky and you're not actually going to the casino. But if you are in crypto, risk reward, you know that you can either make 1,000 times your money or lose it all. That's a casino. And most of these coins have zero value. And I'm not only talking about meme coins, I'm talking about a lot of the altcoins. And so what you're doing when you're betting on those altcoins is you're betting on social sentiment. You want to tell me that these tokens are worth anything? A lot of these utility tokens? No. And you know that when you're buying them, but when you buy them, you think to yourself, somebody else is going to buy it from me at a higher price because what I'm doing is I'm betting on hype. And so ETH has become a casino. On the casino, there's various spectrums. Like some of these investments might actually work and change the world. Others have zero fundamental value, zero technology, and you're just betting on hype. And you've got to decide where you want to be in that spectrum. If you're an absolute degen, then put money into meme coins. What you're doing is you're betting on community. If you think about a token is a combination of two things: community and technology, religion and technology. And you got to decide where in the spectrum you want to be. Some have amazing technology but zero community. Some have amazing community and zero technology. And some have something in between. There's nothing wrong with investing in meme coins if you know that that's what you're doing. You are here to speculate on the fact that this coin will just gain community and maybe one day will actually have functionality. And so I'm not discouraging you from actually getting involved in meme coins. If you want to take a small portion of your money and get involved in meme coin and know that you're taking a bet on how quickly these meme coins can acquire community, you could make life-changing money there. And many people have. I mean, if you look at PEPE, look at PEPE here. So PEPE today has a market cap of $500 million, $486 million. Remember, we brought PEPE to you at a market cap of $5 million. So you would have made 100 times your money if you had put money into PEPE when we first introduced PEPE to you. And now we have this phenomena where everybody just wants to find the next PEPE because they've missed PEPE. And they look at PEPE and they say, hold on a second. We cannot buy a coin at $500 million market cap. It's just, I mean, where is this coin going to go? I mean, the same people have actually been saying this at $30 million. They said at $30 million, how much higher can PEPE go? Then it went to 60 and they said, how much higher can this thing actually go? Then it went to 100 and they said, we can't buy it now. It's the peak, it's the top. And people are still saying that. In fact, you kind of have two schools of thought here. The first school of thought is you have the 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 school of thought, which I read, where he said PEPE just formed a blow of top. And then someone very interestingly reminded him that actually when he called the blow of top, PEPE still did 2x after this. So if you look at where PEPE is after this, some people are enjoying this ride and are participating in this ride, and some people are hating this ride. I actually want to show you another tweet. If you give me a second, I have to just find you another tweet. Let me see if I can find this tweet. I think the Martini guy said it. Freddie, drop the Martini guy tweet in the show group because he actually said it right. He said, look, in the 2017, 2018, and 2019 cycle, I looked at people that were buying meme coins and I laughed at them. And this time I'm actually not going to laugh at them. This time I'm actually going to get involved because I realized that the next PEPE actually may be here. And the one thing that we saw about PEPE, the thing that made me realize that PEPE was special and that PEPE was different is the adoption. Because remember, for crypto to be successful, what you need is you need community and you need technology. Or you need a combination of community and technology, a magical combination of community and technology. And what we all saw with PEPE was we saw the number of holders increase very, very, very quickly. It's that number over there. We saw that number increase very, very quickly. It was 5,000, then it was 8,000, then it was 11,000. Now there's 75,000 people holding the coin. Now you've got yourself quite a big community of hodlers, not of people that are tweeting shit about a coin. You've got a big community of hodlers. And so that is the metric that you're looking for. What you're looking for is you want to see, which you can, by the way, see on Etherscan, you just want to see the number of hodlers and how quickly the number of hodlers grew. And if you look at PEPE, PEPE is 16 days old. And PEPE has 75,000 holders. And so what I did was we looked at the meme coins. We looked at the biggest trending meme coins, and we looked at all of them. Not only these, we looked at Dino, PEPE, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗬𝗓, Bob. We looked at all of them. And then what we did is we compared their market cap relative to how quickly they had grown. And this is how you should be looking at a meme coin. If you want to see the value of a meme coin, what you got to do is you got to say, how quickly did the coin, the technology, the coin get to 1 million users? That is how analysts value companies like Facebook or like Twitter or like Instagram. The first thing they do, and the reason why Mark Zuckerberg, when he bought Instagram, bought it for so much, and when he bought WhatsApp, bought it for so much, is because the one metric that was important was how quickly did they get to 1 million users. If you look at ChatGPT, for example, the reason why analysts are so excited about ChatGPT, obviously it is unbelievable technology, but it's not that. It is the rate at which this technology got into the hands of 1 million users. And so when you're looking at a meme coin, what you're looking to see is how quickly does this meme coin get to a lot of users. So what are we doing? We're going to publish the spreadsheet, and we're going to keep the spreadsheet live for the Banter fam, because what we are monitoring here is how quickly these meme coins actually get traction. So let's ignore the biggest ones. They're good to have a frame of reference where you can say, hold on, Doge actually has 4.8 million holders. That is what you call mass adoption of a meme coin. Shiba has 1.2 million, also mass adoption of a meme coin. This is like the Bitcoin of meme coins. This is like the ETH of meme coins. Actually quite funny because from a use case point of view, Doge actually is like Bitcoin. It's money, right? Like Doge is money. Shiba is different. Shiba is like the Ethereum. It's like the smart contract for meme coins. So it's quite funny that you've now got a meme coin, but a Bitcoin, and then a meme coin ETH. Now what you can see is you can say that PEPE is 16 days old, has 75,000 holders. That is unbelievable. Whereas 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗕 has a market cap of $307 million. It is 2 years old and only has 70,000 holders. So what you can see is that by far PEPE is much more interesting than 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗕, specifically because you know that they don't have any use cases. Same thing with 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗕. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗏, 17 days old, 9,000 users. Not as good as PEPE, but let's see if the number of holders increase. Bonk, 5 months old, 440,000 users. Dino, 7 months old, 4,500 users. But with this, what you want to see is you want to see how quickly these things are growing. So this is how we measure meme coins. This is how we measure meme coins. We measure them on how quickly they actually get a whole lot of holders, and that we're going to publish for you guys, etc. The other thing is, I said to you guys, we want to see where we are in the cycle based on meme coins, because some people say that when meme coins start running, it brings new money into the market, and that new money pumps up our bags. Other people say when meme coins start, like Soloway, when meme coins start pumping, that actually signifies the end of the cycle, right? Because what that means is that it's frothy. Everything is very, very, very frothy. Someone says Banter Inu coin tomorrow. We are going to launch a meme coin live on the thing. It's not going to be called Banter Inu. We'll have to come up with a good name for it. Very good name. No tax on transferring it. Free to anyone that smashes the like button right now. I see that. Free coins to anyone who smashes the like button. Okay, so let's look at the cycle, because I did say we should look at the cycle. So I looked at, let me show you my thinking so you can see the thinking. The bottom is the Bitcoin price action, and the top is the Dogecoin price action. So that's what my thinking was. And what you can see is that Bitcoin peaked first, and when Bitcoin peaked, there was very little movement from Dogecoin in 2021. After the Bitcoin peak, Dogecoin peaked, and then when Bitcoin came down, so did the altcoins and so did Dogecoin. You see that? So it only happened after. So the first thing is you say, usually altcoins will run and meme coins will run after Bitcoin peaks. Then what I did was I took the social mentions of PEPE, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Floki, Marshall Inu, and I said, let's look at that relative to the Bitcoin price. And what you can see is that the meme coins, the mentions, the froth happens just after the Bitcoin tops. Just after the Bitcoin tops, meme coins start running. Then I also compared it to Total 3, which is the market cap of altcoins excluding Bitcoin and ETH. And what you can see is that usually you have Bitcoin top first. Before Bitcoin tops, the altcoins actually start running. Altcoins top after Bitcoin tops. And then what you see is that Dogecoin, for example, only started peaking towards the end of an altcoin run, which at face value actually looks a little bit scary, because at face value, what that would mean is that if the altcoins are starting to run right now, that could mean that we're at the end of this mini cycle. Okay, that's at face value. But then there is another way to look at it. And the other way to look at it is to say, in the last cycle, we had NFTs. And NFTs were almost like the meme coins of the last cycle. And NFTs were what created the froth and the millionaires, which then invested it back into altcoins and other things. That was like the meme coin of the last cycle. I think what we're going through now is we're going through a meme coin mania, just like NFTs happened in the previous cycle. And so if you take the meme coin mania and you overlay it, the NFT mania, and you overlay that against the meme coins, and if you could just get rid of the comment there so we can actually see the screen. What you can see is that the NFTs topped just after January 2022. Okay, that's when the NFTs topped. But the altcoins only topped way after that. Oh no, sorry, the altcoins topped before that. So you can see NFTs, altcoins. The altcoins topped before the NFT top. Before the NFT topped. Then the NFTs carried on running, and then everything fell down into a heap. So we got to keep our eyes open to see where we are in the cycle. This is telling us something. This is telling us that we are at the end of a cycle and that the prices may actually go down. If this cycle plays out like all the other cycles, then it looks like the numbers are telling us that we could actually start coming down right now. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep watching it, and we'll see if that gives us any clues about tomorrow's FOMC meeting. All right, so that's that. Also, tomorrow is a very, very big trading day for us here at Banter. We're going to be trading with you guys live after we mint the shitcoin. It does say shitcoin, meme coin. After we mint our own meme coin tomorrow, which I'm going to show you, so you can actually meme mint coins tomorrow on your own after the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to trade 𝗬𝗎 live tomorrow. I think 𝗬𝗎 is going to give us an unbelievable trading opportunity. So remember that tomorrow we have 𝗬𝗎 launching. Long anticipated launch, and it's quite a cool thing that's going to happen tomorrow. So first of all, that's the launch. For anyone who doesn't know what 𝗬𝗎 is, 𝗬𝗎 is a smart contract blockchain like Solana, like Aptos, but it's written in a language called Move. Now, Move is a language that was actually created at Facebook. So when Facebook was looking to launch their DM project, which was, what is it called? DM? What is it called before DM? Had another name, like a fancy schmancy name. It was like I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so Facebook developed their own programming language because they wanted to launch their own blockchain at the time. I don't know if you remember that, and their own wallet and whatever else. And then they abandoned the project, but they only abandoned the project after spending $1.8 billion in the development of this new language and this new blockchain type of technology. And out of the Facebook stable, 2 teams broke away. One was called Aptos and the other one was called Sui. From what I understand, the Aptos team took the more marketing Libra, that's what it was called. Thank you, Banter girl. Thank you, my love. The marketing people, apparently, the more marketing-centric people went to Aptos. I mean, I know you've said that's very hard to believe given the pathetic marketing that Aptos have done to the crypto community and the absolutely zero community that the Aptos people have actually been ready to build. Am I going to buy Sui Live? We'll talk about that now, because what is the valuation going to be? So the other team is the Sui team. And what they did was they have both gone out and raised capital. And tomorrow tomorrow Sui launches. So when does Sui launch? It looks like 12 p.m. UTC. 12 p.m. UTC is what time EST? 8 a.m. So it's 1 hour before the show it launches. So tomorrow we'll trade Sui live on the show. Bear in mind that what happened with this project is just before it's launched, Binance scooped it up as to become one of the Binance launchpad tokens. Now, this creates a ridiculously interesting dynamic. A ridiculously interesting dynamic, because on the one hand, people could compare Aptos to Sui to Aptos. Remember what happened with Aptos is the price went up and the price went down, dump, and then straight back up. But Aptos was different. And the reason why Aptos was different is because Aptos had an airdrop. Now, Sui doesn't have an airdrop. So there's no tokens to dump the price down. So the question is, what's going to happen? Well, maybe this one is going to be more like the Binance Launchpad projects. Now, the reason why I say that is because Binance went and scooped Sui as a Binance Launchpad project. And Binance Launchpad projects have done very, very well. If you look at Hook, this is one of the Binance Launchpad project, 280% increase. If you look at EDU, 2,880% increase. Okay, so this is different. There's no airdrop for Sui, so we might not get this whole dump after listing. It could go up because there's no one actually to dump the token. So tomorrow we trade this thing live. What is the valuation that we place on Sui? Where do we buy it? Where do we sell it? Because we're not going to be live when it launches, so you need to know what's happening. If I look at Aptos, the fully diluted market capitalization of Aptos right now, as we speak on the show today, is, I think, about 10 billion. But let's have a look. Let's make sure we get it right. Okay, 10.17 billion. I think Aptos has been around for a bit longer. I think maybe I give Aptos a 10 to 15% premium over Sui, which means that if Sui launches at $5, $6, $7, you buy. If Sui launches at $10, $11, $12, you sell. I'm looking for a valuation of around $8. I did actually see somebody else tweeted exactly the same thing, that they were also looking for an $8 billion valuation, which is only half of what. I agree with this guy. I agree with him. I do think that Justin Sun was playing shenanigans when Justin Sun transferred a whole lot of money onto Binance. Because remember, you have to stake BNB to get your Aptos tokens in the launchpad. You have to stake BNB. And there has been a huge, I want to show you something. There's a huge demand. Where's that demand thing? Somewhere here. Here we go. This shows you how many BNB have been borrowed to be staked to get Sui tokens. So that is I think that right now there's a lot of demand for Sui. It's creating a lot of demand for BNB. And Justin Sun was trying to do the same thing. He transferred like $500 million into Binance, and he was like, no. CZ caught him out, and he said, hold on a second. If we catch you doing this, what did CZ say to him? He said, our team told Justin, if you use any of these to grab Launchpad Sui, we will take action against it. It's the perks of running a centralized exchange. So the most fun you can have with your clothes on. Let's see. You can see I've been looking at meme coins. What else is there? I did see this, which is quite interesting. Solana, the DEX volumes are now higher than pre-FTX, believe it or not. There's more trade happening now in Solana than there was before FTX, which is, I think, unbelievable. Blur launched a P2P lending feature allowing collectors to buy NFTs on credit, which is unbelievable. Great innovation by Blur. I think that was why the price was running on Blur. And then I saw that Vice is headed for bankruptcy. So BuzzFeed headed for bankruptcy. Sorry, BuzzFeed headed for bankruptcy. Vice headed for bankruptcy. We are seeing a big shift in the media landscape. I do see our research group going crazy. Guys, what's going on? Why is the research group going crazy? People are saying FUD incoming. Cryptocurrency legislation to be put forward in the House within 2 months. Okay, we've heard that. Oh, look at this. So Coinbase launched their exchange this morning. And Gemini also launched the exchange this morning. Exclusive. Gemini launched this non-US crypto derivative exchange this morning. Looks like crypto derivatives exchange is the place to be. Looks like everybody wants to be in crypto derivatives. Ferdy, why did you just tweet 14% on the US dollar on ByBit? Is that the lending rates?
Yes, Joe just tweeted it. Yes, Joe.
Okay, very nice. Okay, a few other things we have to talk about. Really, really important things we have to talk about. Let me just get a different screen up now and show you a few other things. Okay, so here we are. Geez, the software does actually make us look good. Holy shit. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so first of all, as you know, ByBit competition, there's 1,481 players. For very strategic reasons, I'm not going to show you where I'm positioned because I'm wrecked. But I'm going to claw back. I am going to claw back. Don't worry. I'm going to claw back. You know me. I always claw back. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓𝗓 is still in the lead. He looks like he's going to win the Tesla. 444%. Remember, you can sign up below. We're not taking many more people. That means there's only 520 people left. And then we close it. And the winners can get a Tesla, a Rolex. And we're going to start funding accounts. Tomorrow I'll start funding accounts because I don't have an updated list today. Also, remember, for OKX, we're going to be giving away the 7-night holiday to the Maldives, but then the next prize is also a Tesla. So on the 22nd of May, we're going to give away a Tesla. So you have now 2nd of May to 22nd of May to get a Tesla. So get your Tesla, basically. Come on, I'm giving you one chance to get a Tesla. Put $250 into a trading account, trade it, be like 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓𝗓 and get 444%. I actually want to talk to 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓𝗓 because if he's so good, I want to see if he'll do a Banter copy trading account. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗓𝗓, if you're watching, make contact, bro. Make contact. Let's talk. Maybe we can create a copy trading platform. Then, lastly, remember there are 3 tickets left for Miami. So if you click on that link, on this link over here, you see the one here? If you click on that link, and then when you are asked to sign out, you enter the crypto Banter. So you buy this one. By the way, the prices are going up. So you say get tickets, and then you do everything that you need to do. But at some point, it will say to you, what is your code? So when it asks you for the code, what you do is you must use this crypto Banter code over here. When you use that code, not only do you get the cheapest tickets to the conference, which are, by the way, going up in value, but then you get one of 25 people who are coming to the dinner with myself, Sheldon, Miles, Carl, Hustle, Fred, all at one dinner, all of us, having dinner, drinking, having fun. You know, someone said they're going to bring a joint. I've got nothing to do with this. But if it's going around, I'm not going to say no. Never been that guy. All right. We have 1 or 2 minutes. If you guys have any Q&A. Otherwise, please go and sign up for the ByBit competition before it's too late. Before you're going to regret not having signed up. You got at least until the end of April. So Ron, let's talk about Miami striptease clubs. Listen, if you want to go to 11, I'll come with you. I'm not going to say no. Not that guy. No ByBit in the US. You're right. No ByBit in the US unless VPN. I mean, I've heard some people use VPN. Oh, James, that's quite a nice animation you had there. Do that again?
Shiny one.
Wow, it's got sound. I heard it. Wow. Someone said ByBit KYC. Listen, every exchange in the next 3 months, every single exchange is going to be KYC'd. So you may as well just KYC and trade. Get an uncle to KYC for you. Get an auntie to KYC for you. I don't know, pay someone off the street. I don't care how you do it. Someone says always the lad. I don't know what that means, but I hope it means good. When do I buy SUI? You buy SUI under $6 and you sell SUI above $10. What else? Got a few more minutes. Someone says brave without wire around. What does that mean? Who's doing the OKX giveaway? Miles. My arbitrary position is still positive, I think. I think my entry price is 126, I think. What is arbitrary price? 130. I'm still positive, people. I'm still positive. Not scared quite yet. I'll tell you that much. Not scared quite yet. I'm actually bullish. I'm bullish. I think no ByBit in Singapore. You're right. You're right. Why is the ByBit competition not considering only USDT futures? I think it is only USDT futures. I think it is only USDT futures. I think. All right, listen. I am going to see you guys again tomorrow. Stay safe. Oh, remember, whoa, stop. Everybody just hold the phone. Relax. Remember, tomorrow we are doing a huge Twitter Spaces. So Sheldon's going to be trading live, and I'm going to be doing a Twitter Spaces with Gareth Soloway, Mike McGlone, Henrik. So tomorrow we do this. It starts 2 hours before the FOMC meeting. So I shall see you guys again tomorrow. Go to my Twitter now. So simple. Go to my Twitter. On my profile, the pinned tweet is the one where you go, and just set yourself a reminder. Otherwise, you're going to forget. You know how you are. You're going to forget. So do it. You see, the interns here say Coinbase is moving out of the US. It's not moving out. It's like someone who has 2 homes. One home is at the beach and one home is in the city. It's exactly the same. They got one home in the States and one home at the beach. Bitcoin is about to make a massive move. Dude, these interns are good, eh? There's something you don't know about meme coins. These interns are getting really good. But do we really, really, really need 55,000 tweets pushing the same show? I don't think so. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, trade well, my friends.